Good evening, world. I know it's late and probably no one's going to hop on live, but I have decided that I can't wait another moment to share this with you. I was just watching a video on YouTube, winding down my night, and even though the video has nothing to do with achieving goals or anything like that, um, what the content had to say really gave me inspiration to share a great video with you. And my friend Rio was talking about being a scientist in discovery. And when he was going through the points, I said, well, that's how you get success. That's how you achieve your goals. That's exactly how you do it. You do it like a scientist, right? So I want to explain to you a couple of things. I want you to think about these things. Get a pencil, get a piece of paper, write this stuff down, because I'm telling you, I think I just broke through some crazy insight into myself and into other people's goals and whatnot. And I want you to have the same feeling I have. So, how to achieve your goals in 6 steps. And I'm talking science here. Now, he was talking about, I got little notes here. He's talking about in the beginning of anything that you want to achieve, you have a question and you have a burning desire to get the answer. So, for instance, in your business or in your family life or in your workout plans, whatever it is that you're looking to achieve success in your life in general, the question is, how do I get there? And you have a burning desire to achieve it. So, and to also discover the process, right? So that's where you begin, the question and the burning desire, and mixed in with that is the decision to take action, because action's important, right? Then you do some observation in action. So not only are you observing other people that have succeeded, whether they're succeeding in your field or in other fields, or whether they're succeeding in their business and you're looking at your relationships or whatever it is, you're going to observe others that are succeeding, and you're going to observe your own actions as you move forward in your discovery of the questions that you're seeking answers to. Okay? So I'm going to talk about business. So when you know what you want to achieve in your business, once you kind of get the understanding of how to go about reaching those goals, you start taking action, and then you start refining your process, but we'll get to that. You want to document your steps. You want to document your experience. You want to document other people's experience. So you want to keep an active success journal. You want to keep track of the things that you're doing, have a daily plan, have a weekly plan, this is why a lot of the success gurus tell you, plan out your year, plan out 10 years, 5 years, and start down to the day and backtrack and chunk down and all that fun stuff. It's called documentation, plain and simple. Write it out and keep track of what your actions are. For instance, last month was a huge month for me for being very proactive in my business. I prefer, or I used to prefer, I don't know, being very passive in my business, because I rather people just come to me. Reaching out to people is always, in the past, has been a problem. See how I'm changing my language? In the past was a problem for me. And so last month was a whole big step out of the box and do it completely different, because I have learned in my observation, in my quest to find out how I can do this, how I can be a success in my business. I have noticed time and time and time and time and time and time again, the people that are having this kind of success that I want are being proactive in their business. They're not relying on passive models. They're doing them because they're integral, but they're not relying on them. So for me, in my observation, I could say, oh, well, this is my ratio for this, 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 and this, and I can keep track of that and work on tweaking it, right? The next is you're going to develop a hypothesis. Like, you are going to develop a philosophy about what it is you think that you need to be doing in order to move forward, and so that you can pass that on to people you're teaching, whether they be in your team or whether they be your children or whether they be your coworkers at work, whatever it is. You develop this hypothesis from philosophizing, from the action that you've been taking, from the questions that you've had, from the burning desire, and from your documentation. Okay? You can say, well, I know this. For instance, with the company I work for, they have specific documentation. Somebody is like genius over there, and they understand the stats, so that anybody that goes into to partner up with that company can actually determine their path within a small margin of error okay? Because that's the stats of the entire company, and they know it to the penny, and it's amazing. So when you have that, so now you have a hypothesis, a conclusion, and you're going to be able to start bringing out conclusions and helping other people and all that fun stuff. And the last step number 6, is you refine. You look at what your question was, what your burning desire was, your observations of what others have done before you and what you're doing, and you're documenting it, and you're creating hypotheses and philosophies about what it is that you are achieving, and then you can start to refine the process. Like I just said, I used to prefer being more of a passive marketer. I've had small success at it, but not the kind of success that I wanted. And so I knew that I had to start changing. And so in my growth as an entrepreneur, I've refined my process, and it's refining even more because I want to get where it's much more efficient. My production is much more efficient. So I hope that you guys got a lot out of that. If you have any questions, holler at me, shoot me a message, whatever it is, because I would like to kind of discuss this further one-on-one with people, because I think it's really interesting. I'm like, thank you so much, Nathan Rio. How awesome! You think that you're just looking at something to relax, and you can find that's another thing that happens when you're an achiever. You find the lesson in everything. When I watch football games, I don't turn off the commercials. I want to know what the best marketing is that the companies out there are using. You know what I'm saying? Because I always have a marketing brain. So start turning your relaxation moments into moments of aha, and start being prepared to teach people, and document your progress as you go, and document how it's working for you, and refine your process as you need, and keep refining it, because success is not a place that you go to. Success is how you conduct it. Okay, so if your goal is to, I want to finally feel happy with my spouse or something like that, you can do that right now. You can do that right now. Success in that relationship is an ongoing process that constantly runs through these 6 cycles. So with that being said, I love you long time. If you got value from this, go ahead and share it. Even if you're watching the recording, I want you to tell me where you're watching from. And if you have questions, like I said, there's a way to send me a message here on my page. Go ahead and send me a message, and I'd be happy to answer. What's up, Angela? You definitely got to watch the replay of this, Angela. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. So with that being said, I thank you very much, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.